It is official that the pound-for-pound king, Terence Bud Crawford, has agreed in principle to face off against the 4-division world champion, Mexican superstar, first ballot Hall of Famer, Saul Canelo Alvarez. So Canelo Alvarez has agreed. Terence Crawford, we knew he was going to agree. And they're working out the details to showcase their talents. Riyadh season, Cinco de Mayo weekend in May.
Hate me, but I think it's a 50-50 fight.
Hell of a fight.
Hate me, but I think it's a 50-50 fight. It's really, really hard for me to see Canelo losing to Crawford. But it's also, there's things that I can see that Crawford is so good at.
Yeah.
That it's like, I can't see him not being able to be sharp and do that round after round, man.
Canelo versus Crawford, a battle of skill and power. Can Crawford overcome the challenge of moving up in weight? According to Berlanga, Crawford's exceptional skills might allow him to defy the odds against Canelo. However, will the weight difference be too great for the welterweight champion to overcome?
You know, anything can happen in boxing, you know what I'm saying? And Terence Crawford is a legend. He's great. He's a great fighter. The only thing I see that I favor Canelo is that, you know, his weight.
Yeah.
And that he's more bigger. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. But as far as skill set wise, IQ, I feel like Crawford can match anybody and probably do way better. You know what I'm saying? But you know, Crawford is a legend, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said, you can't.
Renowned boxing trainer Andrew Rozier has weighed in on the prospect of Terence Crawford stepping up to face Canelo Alvarez. While Crawford is fresh off a victory at welterweight, Rozier believes that moving up to challenge Canelo in a higher weight class might be a step too far.
I think 54 is going to be enough for him. Him going up to fight, and quote unquote, if it should happen, Canelo, I don't see that ending well. It's just too much and too far to go. But that's what it would take.
Rozier acknowledges that a move to 154 ovs could be a realistic step for Crawford, but he strongly doubts the wisdom of jumping up to face Canelo, calling it a risky and dangerous leap.
Yes, it is official that the pound-for-pound king, 4-division world champion, 2-division undisputed world champion, and reigning WBA junior middleweight world champion, superstar boxer, Terence Bud Crawford, future first ballot Hall of Famer, undefeated, 41 wins, no loss, no draw, 31 big wins by way of knockout, 37 years of age, 5'8" with a 74-inch arm reach, has agreed in principle. We knew he was going to agree to face off against the 4-division world champion, Mexican superstar, first ballot Hall of Famer, former undisputed super middleweight world champion, and reigning unified super middleweight world champion, Saul.
Rozier's warning underscores the monumental challenge Crawford would face in taking on a pound-for-pound star like Canelo Alvarez, especially with such a significant weight disadvantage. Is Crawford taking on more than he can handle, or could he shock the world once again? Meanwhile, Canelo Alvarez has shared his thoughts on a potential matchup with Crawford, sparking excitement among boxing fans around the globe.
I see he wants to fight, he's made it clear. Do fights like that help your legacy, or do you feel like that's something that's not worth it to you?
Everything in my career, every fight make my legacy different and better, no? Terence Crawford is a great fighter, he's a good fighter, but you know.
Mexican boxing superstar Canelo Alvarez has hinted at his openness to facing Terence Crawford, sparking excitement for what could become one of the most anticipated fights in boxing today. This potential showdown would feature two elite fighters at the peak of their careers. When asked about Crawford, a much smaller fighter, Canelo responded with interest, fueling speculation about the matchup. The clash between Canelo, the undisputed super middleweight champion known for his power and precision, and Crawford, widely regarded as one of the most skilled fighters of his generation, promises to be monumental. Crawford's technical brilliance and strategic intelligence have solidified his position atop the pound-for-pound rankings, setting the stage for an epic battle.
To be willing to pay whatever you want to fight Crawford.
Right.
Yeah.
If he's willing to pay whatever I want, comes down.
That'll work. Yeah, so if yeah, you're in. So if the numbers were right with Crawford, you'll do it.
Why not? why not? I think Crawford don't get me wrong. He's a great fighter. But for me, in my weight class, it's an easy fight.
Canelo Alvarez, the undisputed super middleweight champion, has openly embraced the idea of facing Terence Crawford in the ring. While Crawford's potential move to a higher weight class has ignited intense debates, Canelo remains confident in his ability to assert dominance over the smaller fighter. Speaking on Sway's Universe Canelo expressed not only his willingness to take on the challenge, but also his view of it as an opportunity to make a power.
He's right. I'm in, because you know I don't like to fight guys like Crawford because he move a lot and the fight is not that great. I saw Crawford the last fight and he don't move that much now. So.
Canelo's remarks underscored his confidence that the weight disparity would give him a clear advantage over Terence Crawford. With a proven track record of dismantling elite opponents at super middleweight, Canelo seems to view the potential clash as more of a lucrative financial opportunity than a risky challenge. However, fans and analysts see Crawford's exceptional skills and determination as factors that could make the fight far more unpredictable than Canelo anticipates. While Canelo has expressed interest in a showdown with Crawford, he also shared deeper insights into the matchup, highlighting the challenges of facing a highly mobile and technically brilliant opponent. Despite his reservations, the undisputed champion acknowledged that the fight could become a reality under the right circumstances, namely, if the financial stakes are high enough.
You know, everybody wants to fight me. Everybody calling me out and everything. And you know, like I say, I have nothing to win with Crawford. 2-3 weight class.
I respect Crawford. He's a great fighter, and I always say that. No disrespect him, but you know, sometimes it's a little crazy that people talking about a small fighter like Charlo. He's big, which he is big, and everybody's talking about if I'm gonna face Crawford, fighter 147, who is smaller than Charlo. So no make sense when you guys say that right now. At the end of the day, I don't want to have credit to face Crawford, but you know, you never know. You never know in boxing. I'll go up and down and fight everybody out there. So it's possible. Why not? It's possible.
And I can't go down anymore. But you know, like he say, you know, when they ask him for the Germonta fight, they don't wanna get credit for that fight. It's the same for me. I don't need to take that fight because everybody's gonna say it's too small, and then, you know, he needs to enjoy his fight.
Meanwhile, Crawford has shown persistence in pursuing the matchup, willing to move up 2 weight classes to prove his dominance.
If Canelo gets through Jermell and then you guys fight, that fight would be gigantic.
And it's crazy because, like, in the past interviews, I was like, man, Canelo too big, man. It's weight classes for a reason. I was like, nah. But in my mind, in my heart, I don't think nobody too big. You know, especially in a fight. I'm a fighter. But like, I was thinking like, man, it could happen. So you start really sitting down like, man, that fight maybe can happen. Okay, so now you start.
Canelo's comments shed light on the complexities of making this fight a reality. While he acknowledges Crawford's talent, he remains confident in the natural advantages provided by his weight class. His remarks about financial stakes and stylistic preferences suggest that for Canelo, the matchup is more about the spectacle and payday than the competitive intrigue. This adds another dimension to the ongoing debate. Can Crawford's skill and strategy overcome the weight disparity, or is Canelo justified in relying on the physical limits of weight classes? Notably, this marks a shift in Canelo's stance, as he had previously expressed reluctance to face Crawford, citing the lack of recognition he would receive for defeating a smaller opponent.
He bigger than me, but I'm faster. You know, so then you start doing the advantages. You know what I mean? But like, man, we right there.
Yeah.
We right there, you know what I mean? So I was like, man.
And it's not like he didn't go up in weight.
Meanwhile, Crawford has demonstrated unwavering determination in pursuing the matchup, showing his willingness to move up 2 weight classes to cement his dominance.